Right, good afternoon. My name is Nick Courtney. I am the proud father of the bride, and I am really happy to welcome you all to the wedding of Sean and Hugo Tweedy. Notice that I put Sean first, Hugo. And I hope you always do the same, because that is the first piece of advice that is coming from me to you today. Thank you all for coming. It wouldn't be the same without you, but a lot cheaper, obviously. I'm a bit nervous about this speech because Sean said, "Dad, please don't try to be funny or clever, just be yourself." Well, thanks for that, Sean, but probably not a great idea giving me the only part of your meticulously planned wedding that you have absolutely no control over. Special thanks to all the people who have travelled a long journey to be here today, but of course no one has come as far as Hugo. It took him 8 years. Okay, let's talk about the beautiful bride, my daughter Sean, and we'll come back to Hugo later. Sean was an unplanned baby, born into a very new relationship, which is quite ironic for someone who normally plans ahead in such intricate detail. Sean was, however, such a beautiful surprise when she arrived that we all got over the initial shock. Sean dramatically changed the direction of both mine and my wife Denise's lives, but to be honest, when she arrived on the 29th of March 1995, we could not have been happier. Growing up, me and Sean were always on a similar wavelength. One of those father-daughter things when we didn't always need to speak, we could just share a glance or raise an eyebrow. We would know exactly what the other one was thinking, especially when her mum was going into one for no apparent reason. I was the first one that noticed all the different ways that Sean managed to avoid the household chores, like a visit to the bathroom when it was time to wash up, and other well-rehearsed manoeuvres. I'm pretty sure that she's taken these skills with her, and that Hugo still falls for them on a regular basis. But he more than likely turns a blind eye just to make his life easier. Sean was a perfect student at school and further education, and was intellectually brilliant. Her intelligence, I'm often told, comes from her mother. But I like to think I have in some way contributed to her entrepreneurial skills, her self-belief, and her determination to succeed in business, which, along with amazing university results, will make her life a lot easier than mine ever was. Sean has a great relationship with her mum, and even though she lives in Bournemouth, they talk incessantly, and Sean appears on at least one video device almost daily. Which makes me happy, and I often attempt to break into for a second with a brief "Hello, Sean," just so I can hear her voice and to share a glimpse of her lovely face. Sean, me and your mum could not be more proud of the woman you have become and what you've achieved in the last 27 years of age, not just career-wise, but also as a person. You are beautiful inside and out, and we love you with all our hearts. Sean was the first child in my family to go to university, and I have to admit, I wasn't convinced at the time. And it was purely down to my wife Denise that it happened at all. And that leads me to my second piece of advice, Hugo, which is much more complicated, so listen carefully. Try and accept that your wife could be right, even when you think she's wrong. That way, if it goes pear-shaped, you can still take some of the credit. That's a bit more complicated to see me afterwards. Anyway, university set Sean on a course that would change her life. Not only did she grow as a person and make some amazing lifetime friends, some of whom are here today, But she also met Hugo, the love of her life. The only negative I have with uni is the fact that Sian never came home. If anyone here has seen the film The Battle of Britain, there is a scene in it where a faithful dog waits on the runway for the planes to return from the latest deadly bombing missions in Germany, but the pilot never returns as he was shot down in an earlier mission. Well, that stupid dog is me waiting for Sian to return home from university. And yes, it's been a while since she left uni, and yes, I am aware that they bought a flat in Bournemouth. It's a dad thing. I wasn't ready. I'm hoping that today will convince me that she's not coming home. But that's, of course, down to you, Hugo. All you have to do is remember who comes first, and then everything else will be okay. Now, Hugo. Hugo. Intelligent, talented, good-looking, kind, thoughtful, generous, a born leader. But enough about Sian, let's talk about you. It's a pleasure to welcome you into our family. Over the years, we've come to think of you as the son we never asked for. But today, you have become the son-in-law we always wanted. The first time I met Hugo was when Sian brought him home from uni for a weekend and he shared a bedroom. I'm a cool dad, and I could handle that, but was a little confused why Greg was there too. I've not been to uni, so I didn't ask too many questions. I guess that Greg and Hugo were probably a couple anyway. And Greg was definitely the butch one. But moving on. Thank you, Mike and Jerry Tweedy, for raising such a loving, caring and kind and caring son. And encouraging Hugo to spend his life with our daughter. And also thank you both for being the type of people that we have the pleasure of calling our friends. I don't feel like we lost a daughter, but gained a son, his brother, his sister, his mother, his dad, a few random relatives, and a couple of cats. You all have been an interesting and welcome addition to our family. So Sian and Hugo, on the happiest days, one of the happiest days of my life, I wish you both health, happiness, and all the luck in the world. And I hope that your love for each other will last a lifetime. And now I ask you all to stand and raise a glass. To Mr. and Mrs. Tweedy.